Alrighty, welcome back everyone. It is LaughNgamez here. I'm back with another Starcraft 2 1 versus 1 AI bot cast. We have got ourselves what should be an exciting match here, and one of the more epic ones, as these ZVZs between good AIs are always exciting to watch when the map gets littered with bugs all over the place. And so, we're on the map Dragon Scales, the AI edition. One of the coolest named bots, I mean, I say that about a lot of bots. It is DadBot. And then in the top left, we have got PhantomBot. So, DadBot taking on PhantomBot in a Zerg versus Zerg. Yeah, we'll see. There's a lot of really good Zerg bots. I'll be honest, however, I might have cast DadBot once before, PhantomBot once before, but I can't say I'm too familiar with them anyway. So we've got DadBot saying safe macro opening, PhantomBot holding its cards a little bit more to its chest, just saying good luck, have fun. But at least it said that. And so, before we get too far into this game, ladies and gentlemen, go ahead and hit that like button. Leave a comment down below, say more bots. You guys are always amazing at blowing that out of the water. And makes a big difference for supporting the channel. If you do want to support the channel and help purchase the coffee that fuels these casts, consider becoming a YouTube member. Also, join the Discord, which is linked down below. We announce tournaments and things like that. You can also submit replays in Discord if you're a bot author. It's very much appreciated. This game right here was submitted by a member of the community. Now we see DadBot saying early pool, general macro build. I will have to check the bot authors. I feel like these bots were programmed by an author of another bot. So let me see if I can just pull that up real sneaky like here. Real quick, let's see. We have got DadBot is programmed by Dad's team, who actually has made Small Bly and no, actually, just DadBot. Pardon me. And then Phantom is programmed by Rasputin, which is another good bot. Let's make sure we got the music going here. There we go. Now that's popping off. I am going to turn that down just a little tick here. I did change some audio things lately, so let me know how the audio is for you guys, if it's too loud or too quiet or anything like that. Yeah, so we've got scouts moving out for both teams. Well, actually just for DadBot, pardon me. DadBot sent a couple lings over to PhantomBot's side of the map, see what's going on, see what it can see, and it does see just 2 bases. It hasn't confirmed the third yet. Now then the question is, which bot is actually the one that's which bot's actually the one that's gonna macro better or react to the other bot, as some of these bots just go for generic plans for the most part. Some of them are a bit more dynamic. Now we assume that with DadBot scouting out, it is looking for a little more. It's got an overlord that was taking some shots from that queen. However, the overlord that was giving vision kindly moved on, and so that queen shall not kill that overlord. So that's nice for DadBot. We've got a Roach Warren gonna be on the way for PhantomBot, finishing up soon, whereas it's already done for DadBot. We have got Burrow on the way for DadBot. So DadBot has delayed its macro, definitely more than PhantomBot. As PhantomBot's going up to a 4th base, we say DadBot saying, "Why are you hiding? Are you scared?" That I assume is a check in regards to seeing PhantomBot's army, maybe, or the lack thereof. Maybe like a safety check for DadBot. Now, DadBot's producing a couple units here and there. It's got Roach Burrow on the way, so does PhantomBot now, so potentially burrowed roaches on both sides of the map. But PhantomBot is macroing up harder. And so, yeah, I mean, a layer's gonna finish up for PhantomBot soon here. No such layer for DadBot. So DadBot is behind in the tech, just due to the nature of the macro. And we gotta be saying that PhantomBot is looking like the better bot so far, just because of the macro. I do find it interesting that DadBot did scout out, so I do wonder if DadBot's more susceptible to cheeses or not with that scout. Now we see DadBot saying tag Bile, Burrow, as these units are now starting to engage each other. A couple of Lings, a Ravager is morphing in the face of DadBot. Corrosive Bile's going to go down. Going to pop that boy as soon as he finishes. Ravager dying to Corrosive Bile. As a non-Zerg player, I will say, is a little bit satisfying. A little bit of just desserts there. We see a third. The third is starting to mine up for DadBot. A lair is on the way, so it's not too far behind in macro, maybe like 30 seconds behind at this point, which is actually quite a bit in StarCraft 2, but you never know how these bot games are going to go. We have got a Hydra Den going on up here for PhantomBot. Well, it's already up, but no such Hydras have been produced, so we'll see if they're going to be made at all. Fourth base is going up for DadBot. PhantomBot's fourth was much sooner, but the worker count's actually evening up here a little bit. And so things seem like they'll be pretty close here as these units are engaging each other. We see invisible attacks from DadBot. However, there is an Overseer for PhantomBot, so DadBot really needs to get one of its own Overseers, but unfortunately that is not done yet. However, there is Burrow movement for PhantomBot, however, it is not moving its roaches to avoid the corrosive biles of DadBot. We actually saw one roach die as the biles sort of hit where it was just hanging out underground. Now, a Queen's coming forward as these units are engaging each other. It's looking a little bit good here for PhantomBot as it pushes on in. The burrowed roaches are actually moving forward. They're looking to unburrow right in the face of DadBot. So DadBot in a little bit of trouble right now. Yeah, that's slightly concerning here. And, yeah, that fourth base is being worked on. Units lost as we take a look. There's been a lot more roaches dying on DadBot's side of the map due to that burrow. Is there an Overseer yet? No, there is not. Or actually, yes, there is. Pardon me. I totally missed those on the unit tab. Yes, there is Overseers for both sides, so Roach Burrow shouldn't be too big of a factor at this point. DadBot does actually have some roaches burrowed right in the face of PhantomBot. PhantomBot's got an Overseer, though. That fourth base dies. Things are looking pretty problematic for the red Zerg here, as units are... It's just like, how do you even commentate this? We're cruising over 100,000 APM in this game between the two bots, which is just ridiculous. It kind of shows, though, when you got roaches chasing other burrowed roaches and roaches burrowing and unburrowing every second. DadBot's sort of electing to pool its units, which is actually a pretty important thing, I think, for it. Now, it's still behind on upgrades pretty darn significantly, as there's 1-1, there's +2 on the way for PhantomBot. No such upgrades started for DadBot. There's a Hive, a Spire on the way for PhantomBot. And, yeah, DadBot took a lick. We'll see if it can stabilize. The army supply is within 20 of each other, so there's always a chance, and supply matters less when it comes to those bot games. But PhantomBot's attack was actually very well executed, pushing, testing the limits. It's trying to corrosive bile that Overseer. The biles being dodged by PhantomBot. And this is something that I wonder how long it's going to go on for, as all these units are just like, I need that Overseer. It's one of those things that you do as a bot author. Oh my gosh, it's actually, I think it actually hit its own Ravager there. Oh, it's so close to just killing its own units, as there's a constant skirmish going on here at the front, as there's just a bunch of roaches planted like potatoes in the ground. Fourth base for DadBot was reattempted, but that got shut down. There's a lot of army supply for PhantomBot just hanging out on this Overseer. Changelings being tossed down. Is any unit going to get hit by this? Did it perfectly dodge that? This is actually insane. Yeah, look at that. It splits at the last second. So great splitting behavior from PhantomBot against its own corrosive biles. Oh my gosh. How do you commentate this, guys? There's roaches. There's Ravagers all over the place. These bots are hitting each other. PhantomBot alone has cruised over 100,000 APM this game. DadBot's holding on, but the blue bot definitely is in the lead. There's a greater Spire on the way. Broodlords would potentially be game ending against a Zerg bot that's making just roaches. But DadBot's still holding the line. We see a transfuse tag, interestingly enough. Tag contaminate. Ooh, what got contaminated? Overseer contamination. I guess the best way to figure that out would be to click on some of these overseers. So I'm not sure what actually... Wait, a creep tumor got contaminated. Okay, there we go. So that's a bit of a bug. I mean, I guess technically does it... No, does contaminate actually slow creep spreading? Have we ever gone this deep into Starcraft 2? Apparently you can contaminate creep tumors. I learned something new here today. Now, DadBot really is getting pushed around. There's another upgrade on the way for PhantomBot, and it looks like that PhantomBot is actually just going to win this. I was under the impression that this game was going to go on a little bit longer, but it's not looking too hot here for poor old DadBot, as a lot of its drones are burrowed. Its mining has really been impacted. It's not really able to produce enough, it seems. There's a Baneling, interestingly enough, for DadBot. There's actually been quite a few Banelings, but units lost is just massively in favor for PhantomBot. We see Tunneling Claws get tagged. I'm pretty sure you already knew that that was a thing. The third base goes down. All the while, these Zergbots have been spreading the map with creep, which is just all over the place. All over the place. And so, yeah, DadBot's holding on, but it's not doing too hot. All those drones, thankfully, there is no Overseer to reveal them. Looks like DadBot's coming in, gonna potentially clean up these roaches. Kurosaba's getting tossed on down. Some of those are actually connecting with the roaches, so there is, it looks like there's some dodging behavior from PhantomBot, but yeah, look at this. DadBot is actually holding on for now, but there is Broodlords on the way, and that should be the harbinger of death. I think a lot of the drones were killed by friendly corrosive vials. Oh no, DadBot killing its own drones. I mean, I guess the Ravagers can, in theory, corrosive bile the Broodlords if there's no dodging. Queens are moving all over the map. It is just one Broodlord. Just Uno Broodlord. There's a lot of Queens being made, I guess, to support that Broodlord for PhantomBot. Where actually are they? Where are all the sisters at? They are marching all over the place, just dropping creep all over the place. And so DadBot's holding on. It's still mining at its natural, just barely. It needs to get a third base back up if it's gonna stand a chance in this game at all. It does finally start +1 missile attacks, so I will say, this is something I want to touch on. These bots are incredible in the sense that their attacking and defending behavior is so good. Like, PhantomBot didn't seem to just have, like, some threshold before it attacked. Like, it wasn't just sitting back and turtling and be like, okay, go for an attack. No, it seemed to just kind of be playing that by ear, engaging, disengaging. That's what I think makes ZVZ in these bot matchups so fun to watch. Like, right now we see 4 roaches taking on 2. Why is that the case? I couldn't begin to tell you, but we do see actually these Broodlords causing problems. Kurosaba's going to hit those. We are not on the new patch, so I don't actually know if on the new patch or not, or the PTR build, whether Broodlords can dodge Kurosabals or not. Now, they are starting to hit these Ravagers. Come on, Ravager, drop a Kurosabal, kill that Broodlord, you can do it. Finish him. It's just 1 bile away, but it's not going to happen, it looks like. DadBot down in supply, engaging these Queens. PhantomBot seems to have deprioritized a little bit in regards to its attacks, as ever since it just started making Broodlords. It really eased off making the roaches. In fact, I don't think it's making any more roaches. So just Corruptors, just those 2 Broodlords, and we actually do see some more Corrosive Biles going down here. We'll see if there's going to be any more of these. So the fact that DadBot uses Corrosive Biles on the Broodlords is nice to see. It's not exactly just like targeting like a human would. A human would know to be like, yeah, kill that Broodlord right away, instead of just dealing with the Broodlings. But anyway, DadBot's holding on. It's actually going back up in supply. Can Dad survive? Is the Dad strength gonna be there? Banelings connect on some Lings. Fortunately, those Lings have Carapace, so they live a little bit longer, but they're just gonna die anyway. I believe DadBot has killed more of its own drones with Corrosive Bile than PhantomBot has. And DadBot holds on. 47 workers to PhantomBot's 88. PhantomBot is still just on 4 bases, actually, which is pretty darn significant. And I wonder if this is because of creep tumors blocking the bases. There is a Ling buried there. I don't know if that's in position to block this. And so, I mean, maybe DadBot will win if PhantomBot never expands, even if DadBot is just slowly going to expand. These burrowed Lings or the friendly creep tumors could potentially be shutting down PhantomBot, as PhantomBot's bank isn't as big as you think it was. We checked in like 10 minutes ago, or maybe like 5 minutes ago, and it was 3K already. So the bank hasn't really changed at all, which is not a good indication. It's going to start mining out. I mean, DadBot, of course, is in a lot of trouble having to deal with these Broodlords, and the Corruptor's actually killing Overlords, which isn't good, but another base is being attempted by DadBot. We see these Ravagers killing most of the roaches for PhantomBot, as, yeah, those need to be replaced. I do wonder what the, how PhantomBot decides how many roaches and how many Corruptors to make, as it is on 3 Broodlords, 7 Corruptors. Crucibles are going down, starting to hit some of those Broodlords again, so the third base may survive. DadBot hasn't fallen to a critically low mass of drones. We do see Crucibles going down on the Broodlings. That's not ideal. We need to see some of them on those Broodlords. The Lords, not the Lings. Come on. Okay, more Crucibles going down. Kills one of those Broodlords. The third has taken a lot of heat from some friendly fire. Those poor drones. Those poor drones going to work, as there's just artillery raining down. Yeah, though, still no fourth or fifth base, pardon me, from PhantomBot. There is a fourth base up for DadBot. We'll see if it gets any workers there. It is losing a lot now at this point. Down to 32 is not ideal. These Broodlords, one of them still alive. Probably going to get this hatchery from the looks of it. We'll see if the drones transfer to the fourth base after that. Could actually be better for DadBot. And what a ZVZ this is. I honestly thought DadBot was completely dead, but now I'm wondering if DadBot can actually win this game or not. I mean, like, yeah, we see DadBot's taking fresh bases. PhantomBot is not. The resources lost is evened up in a big way. Like, it's a 4K difference at 17 minutes into the game. And yeah, hit a like for DadBot, ladies and gentlemen, as it keeps fighting the good fight, going to show how versatile Ravagers are. It's cleaning up lots of creep out on the map. I believe it just hit itself with the Crucible. So bots really are just like small animals, like a baby giraffe, just legs flailing all over the place, very discoordinated. A couple of Crucibles went down there. Did it just kill some of its own Ravagers, or were those hostile? Anyway, yeah, PhantomBot's kind of being weird right now, in the sense it's not making any more Broodlords. It's just got Queens. It's not at 200 supply either. It's not taking a fifth base. There's actually a Ling now burrowed at this location, so yeah, like, this drone was probably meant to be the fifth, and whatever expanding behavior PhantomBot has, it seems to have sort of played itself. I wonder if this drone dies, if PhantomBot will try to take another base or anything, if it's just caught in a bad loop or whatever. Yeah, so far the trades for DadBot are looking better. These Corruptors are chasing some Overlords and Overseers, but that fourth is mining for DadBot. Income. It's actually getting closer, mineral-wise. Another Broodlord's being morphed, but it's just the one. Crucibles are trying to hit the Corruptors, that kind of thing. It's like a monkey and typewriter situation. These Crucibles trying to hit the Corruptors. And they actually do get some connections there. This Broodlord will potentially push the third base. There is a lot of Ravagers, though. It makes you wonder if that's a good thing for DadBot, how many Ravagers there is, though. As the, oh, wow, look at that. Yeah, I think that's 3. That's going to kill the Broodlord. And look at that. Does DadBot pull this one out? Crucibles kill those Overseers. Yeah. And it just goes to show, ladies and gentlemen, that even the bot that looks so strong at the start of the game can kind of bottleneck itself. It's really bizarre, this harassment behavior from DadBot. It keeps running one Baneling up. And we roly-poly on creep. The Zerg highway system is very extensive in this game, creep all over the place. But yeah, DadBot now taking up another base, and it will have more resources than PhantomBot. PhantomBot not long distance mining with its drones either. So yeah, while PhantomBot seems to have some very good behavior, it definitely needs some polishing from the looks of it. Like, if you got all these drones and you're just sitting there not really mining, why aren't they long distance mining? Why aren't you trying to take a new base? Somehow a queen of DadBot ends up over by the 4th base and is like, yes, I claim this land of new Creepdonia. As it's now angrily attacking this extractor. And then goes back to spreading creep. Guess which tumor belongs to which Zerg. Yeah, I mean, DadBot's going up in supply though. Mining a lot more. Well, not a lot more, but it's got a lot more mining prospects than PhantomBot. The main thing I think to look at this point is if that drone ever dies, will it kind of break PhantomBot out of its loop? But yeah, funny how the upgrades are so much better for PhantomBot, but the Corrosive Biles and the numbers for DadBot are way better at this point. There's 24 queens. But they're not really doing anything for PhantomBot. They never really followed the Broodlords to transfuse them. We see DadBot pushing across the map now. I'm curious to see what happens, whether this drone dies. Does this drone get killed? Yes, it does. Okay. Let's see. Is a new drone going to be sent out? Or is that? I don't see any moving out just yet. So yeah, PhantomBot just given up on expanding, it appears. DadBot's pushing across the map, and yeah, look at this. PhantomBot down to 160 supply, not making any more units. It seems that its redundancy isn't there in the sense that, like, it kind of gave up attacking. It's not gathering its units. This is a glitched bot. Looks like a bot is trying to expand here. I believe that's DadBot, though. Yeah, no more expansions for PhantomBot. And I would be interested to hear from PhantomBot's author what exactly happened here. Whether this is by design, it's just not worth putting in the work for the odd game that runs this long. Or, yeah, what exactly happened. I think DadBot has taken it, though. And it just goes to show that building your bot with a lot of redundancy, like DadBot was down to 2 bases, but then it's got clearly good behavior in which it expands. It's now researching pneumatized carapace, so getting more upgrades going. And that is the way bots are trending. Like, in the past, we saw a lot of bots that would just be built off, like, one strategy and doing it well, but these Zerg bots are really impressive in that they just they'll keep going. As long as they have a drone, they will rebuild. And that is the sign of a really impressive bot. Hit that like button though, ladies and gentlemen. Leave a comment down below more bots. I do get the feeling that DadBot has taken this one. It's now even getting a Hydra Den, getting +2 attack. You go, DadBot. It's getting there eventually. I fast-forwarded the game a little bit, but it actually lagged big time as PhantomBot's spamming out 130,000 APM, but I do not know with what it is doing that. So very high APM, but yeah, look at this. DadBot comes on in. It's killing these queens, killing these roaches. Incredible bots for both of these guys. Obviously, PhantomBot's strength was a lot more in the early game. DadBot's shown a lot of resilience. Queen's just getting annihilated by the Corrosive Biles. Like, yeah, PhantomBot's like, oh, I lost some queens. I guess I'll make a couple more and fire up melee attack level 3. So, like, it's kind of alive, but it almost seems like it's brain dead, I suppose. DadBot's saying tag Greater Spire. I guess it just saw one. It's now taking more and more bases, and yeah, it's a shame to see a bot die with so many resources in the bank, but that's the way it is. How many creep tumors are on the map at this time? 290. No wonder the game's lagging a bit when I fast forward. Corrosive Biles being dropped all over the place. Roaches killing off drones and everything, but yeah, what a game. Big thanks to the bot author who suggested this replay, as I am slowly going through all the replays that are suggested and then casting them, and it's always a blast. I'll see you guys next time. Thanks so much for tuning in. Let me know if there's any issues with the audio or whether that was fine for you guys. I'll see you next time.